yeah, Nutcracker, you definitely left us off with this chapter saying, okay, she's going a little bit fucking too insane there. That's a fucking regular Tokyo Ghoul character for you, being fucking insane and batshit crazy. Who, like, definitely don't want to be everyone else there. I don't, definitely don't want to be in Uri. I don't definitely want to be in Shirazu. I don't want to be in anyone's situation right now because all of them are in a pretty much fucked up situation. So surprisingly, we didn't get any Sasuke in this chapter. That's one thing I can definitely say straight up from this one that I actually didn't like about this one, because that is probably the most interesting fight going on throughout this whole series right now, like the whole Takizawa and Sasuke fight, because we want to know about this one. But now it's fucking with like Jujutsu and like Uri's like sort of like match going down. It was like, oh, they're fucking up a bunch of cool. But the thing is, like, it was cool to see, you know, all of them doing, like, you see Mutsuki as well as like standing up, like taking on some motherfuckers. It's like, regardless of what, yeah, it's kind of cool that they're taking on some Aragiri members, but even so, it's like they don't really mean a lot. I felt like a lot of this chapter just felt like panning to the most part. Like, it was good. I really did like that, especially the whole Uta fight was kind of really interesting to see. Like, you know, like him just like saying, you know, oh, looks like your arm is a bit fucked up, and it's like you can drop that poker face. He's just like punches his fucking arm, it's just like blood just coming out there, and he's saying, yo, it's fine, come on, drop the poker face. It was like really creepy ass fucking face from Uta, and I was like, that's terrifying. That's honestly looking a bit good. And seeing like the most interesting thing about this chapter that I can say is the whole thing about like Pierrot, about the clown mask, saying like pretty much throughout this entirety is that they've actually gotten a lot more members. It was more than what we previously expected from the series, and seeing like, you know, they are actually coming out with like unparalleled power if they worked around with the whole shit of the Awagiri, and they're actually like there was a close call from these guys last time that Arima had to show up against one of the battles of the clown mask motherfuckers about like Period. So I'm like, holy shit. So actually that things are getting really bad with like fucking Period. Like, because you just see them there and they're like, they don't give a fuck. They're like, honestly, like, you're boring us, saying like, this is a pathetic and boring battle. You're not doing anything to us. You're just like giving us a bunch of cuts and bruises. Like, what the fuck? I really did like as well that one inspector was like trying to choke the fuck out of that giant ass motherfucker, and he's like, he just grabbed him by the fucking neck, and it seemed like he was trying to break his fucking neck and shit. It was like, holy shit, you're gonna try to do that to like someone that's like physically like more times 4 to 7 times powerful than you, and he's saying, you know, only a certain amount of human beings can like actually do this, and it's like, you know, only, you know, like 0.0 was like 0.01 of like the world's population can do that, and it's like. And one thing that was interesting, it was he said like father, like son. So that makes me, I guess, with this a character, especially like who is his father, and you know, like who was he to the actual story? I'm really curious about that. It's like, see, we need more context on these inspectors, since it was just like this is a character that was just introduced out of nowhere, and we're like, okay, who is he? Like, he looks cool, but he didn't do anything. It's the same thing with like all the other inspectors. It's like, yeah, some of them, like, I know, like, especially that one that's fighting Uta right now, who was like one of the guys that was actually fighting in the big war at the end of the other series, but they weren't in there, or they weren't impactful enough throughout the series to actually leave that much saying like, oh, I really care what happens to that guy right now, you know? Like, it definitely feels like that, but it's like, whole Nutcracker stuff at the end, it was like, that was pretty much sick, like seeing it like getting stabbed the fuck up and saying like, yo, I can feel your balls. I was like, oh, that's very fucking disturbing. No, especially one thing I really liked at the end of the chapter was that just the whole face of Nutcracker just looked fucking terrifying and just scary. That was the one thing that put fucking fear in my face. But yeah, it seems definitely like, you know, we're going to get more into the Nutcracker sort of stuff into the next week's chapter, which I would like to know. But it's like, definitely, yeah, I think like the pacing was just one of the things in this chapter. It's like, this definitely felt like the pacing went down a bit in this one. And, you know, I don't like saying that about Ri, because I really do like Ri a lot and Tokyo Ghoul in general. So, but we need to get a little bit more of that up, you know, a little bit more of the fucking moving around going throughout the series. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought about this one. I think I'm going to give this one a 7. I thought it was a good chapter, but it had issues with it. But that's all from me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.